One.
What's up, everybody? It's KanakaZach, and joining me on the table, we've got...
Tori.
Welcome back to another match of the not MDL. Nope, wrong tournament, but check out that tournament too. So this is actually the Maverick Dual Type tournament. In this tournament, you get 2 types, and your team has to be both of those types. But if you want to read the complete rule set, don't forget to check out the Google Doc down below. But in today's match, we have Nijeno versus TechMusic. Glenn, how are you feeling about these two?
Sorry, I can't get my eyes off of the screaming tail sprite. It looks kind of funny.
Right? Like,
yeah,
it looks so
odd.
out of place compared to everything else.
Really
like, the flutter main looks completely better. Like, like how... Okay, this is one thing I don't understand. Okay? How can you have Dondozo, okay? It was patch 1 Pokemon, Dondozo. But you don't have patch 1 Screamtail or patch 1 Flutter main.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Right? Like, they don't have a lot of the Gen 9 sprites. And then we just see this weird monstrosity right here. Like, okay, Showdown, we love playing on your website, but we kind of need you to get this fixed, please.
But speaking of Dondozo, I am a little bit excited to see that there is a Dondozo on here as well. So this is kind of
probably running that unaware, because obviously, what's its other ability? I don't know. Its other abilities.
I think it's Oblivious
and Water Veil. I don't see those being too helpful here, especially since looking at his team, it's not really a rain team, unless somehow he brings like some rain dance. And then we see the potential for 3 Mega Pokemon, one being the Gyarados, the other being the Manectric, and the last being the Ampharos. I mean,
that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be exciting. Maybe he has the Manectric for like electric attacks, but I don't know. Like, Ampharos is there too, and then like you could just use like a ground type, but I don't know how Music's gonna play this one out. And then we check out Nino's team, and he is definitely rocking that hardcore Sun team. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's got the
3 possible Sun settings here, or 1 guaranteed and 2 possible.
Yeah, let's be real here. That Whimsicott can manually set it up with its own prankster abilities, and then there's the Mega Evolution, Charizard Y, and the Drought Ninetales. But I think while setting up the Sun, those Sun setters are terrifying. I think it's those other 3 Pokemon that will be the more terrifying ones of Nino's team.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. All 3 of them getting that photosynthesis boost. Oh man.
And if you haven't seen our match, between Glenn and myself, you'll know that this freaking gouging fire was a pain in my ass. So if it's any consolation, we know that Nino will also build a very good one as well. But let's hop right into the battle. Let's actually set this to slow, that way we can talk it over and whatnot. Play without sounds, because sound is so loud. Okay,
Yeah.
so we see the Ninetales versus the Toxapex, the Drought coming out, obviously. Why wouldn't you run it? But he goes for a Solar Beam, and it does nothing!
Rock coming up, and that is the Heat Rock coming off too.
Yeah,
Alright.
we do see the Black Sludge on the Toxapex, so Encore!
Oh!
So this is supposed to be a Disruption Ninetales. That's pretty interesting. Nino, obviously, if you've watched previous tournaments, has been, the bane of his existence is Encore, and now he's using it himself. But I don't know what he can do to this Toxapex. He needs to obviously get the momentum, but he wasted so much of that Encore time. And in comes the Leftovers Screamtail. I don't like its sprite like you pointed it out earlier.
I don't know. And this is the shiny variant too, so it's like,
Oh, is that the shiny one? I've never seen the shiny
That's the shiny
Screamtail.
variant. It's got the red eyes.
Oh,
It's a little bit more like silver pink, and then it's got like the red eyes.
oh, but this is definitely a bad position right now because that's a +2 attack and defense with the special defense for the Sun.
He's not gonna put Tog passes.
I mean, it's his bread and butter. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't. But we do see the Thunder Punch. This Screamtail just got a lot more interesting now.
Yep, Thunder Punch.
Drain Punch now? Ooh, maybe he was
That's a weird
expecting one of those electric types to come out and didn't. But the Hex coming out does quite a bit of damage. on a crit.
Surprisingly, he's using Hex and not Venoshock too, though. That's a little bit surprising.
Right? Because the Venoshock would double and it's stab as well, so... I think Music is still trying to get into the groove of coming back into Pokemon, because he did say he used to play Pokemon before. Yeah. And there's the Encore versus the Hex. I don't know what Nino's trying to do. He obviously has not dealt with this Toxapex. Just this one Pokemon alone has been doing so much damage against him. He needs to figure out some way to get rid of this thing right now, really fast. Psyshock? Well, he should have been doing Psyshock from the beginning!
Doesn't this thing have access to, like, not Psyshock? Doesn't it have access to another Psychic type move?
I think it gets Extra Sensory and Psychic as well. Ooh, no poison from the Poison Jam and still Lizardon. We love Lizardon. Oh.
Huh? Damn.
To reset the sun.
Just to reset the sun.
Just to reset the sun. So we got 5 more turns of sun, and the Toxapex is still around. Is this thing going to be the bane of Nino's existence? But we see the Zardwai. Question is, why didn't he evolve it instead of switching, why he switched out instead of just Mega Evolving it,
Yeah, he just Mega Evolved it. I mean, unless he was saving some HP for it or something.
True.
Get a better safe switch in, maybe?
That's possible. Baneful Bunker and versus Solar Beam, because this is a Charizard, he doesn't care, he's not going to touch you, so that Baneful Bunker is useless right now. But Solar Beam being up there does 40%. Looks like he can finally take out this... Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. And the Toxapex still lives, killing almost 3 Pokemon. Fluttermane now coming out. It is about time he brought this Pokemon out. He should have done this to begin with, and goodbye.
Yeah, because I think... Was it... Or is Toxapex's defensive stats equal across the board?
No, I think it's... I think its physical is just slightly higher, if memory serves.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. Do we think this is a Specs Fluttermane? It's got... I think it might be a Specs.
Yeah, because... No, wait. Yeah, because he did get the speed boost from the sunlight.
From the sun,
so,
yeah. So it's probably the Specs variant.
Oh, look at my Electric. Oh, okay.
Nice. We see Psychic Fangs. Critical. Does only 9 damage. Wait, why is it... Wait, why didn't it...
Oh, it was a Volt Switch.
Why didn't it do a lot of damage? Hello? Oh, because it's Psychic. That's why.
Oh yeah, Psychic Fairy type.
I've never really played with any of the Scarlet Paradox Pokemon, so it's like, oh no, what does that do now?
Okay.
Yeah, but Whimsicott now setting up the sun again. Goes for Encore and fails. It is 3-4. And I don't know why he switched out. He should have left in the Magnezone. Magnezone greatly lines up against all these other Pokemon, because it's pretty bulky. If it has a sturdy, it can do a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Weakness policy.
Oh no! Oh no! That might be the end of it all.
Oh, switch into the Manectric, do it.
Switch into the Manectric, switch out into the Gyarados. Hopefully the Gyarados has Intimidate. Okay, very good, very good. Does the Gyarados have Intimidate? That's not a Gyarados. That is not a Gyarados.
That is disgusting.
But at least the Photosynthesis attack went away. Earthquake fired off into the Magnet Zone, and goodbye, Magnets. I do love Magnets. That is
Intimidate?
That is not an Intimidate. Goes for Terra Water, Thunderfang. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Lives, but it's not going to be enough. But the Dragon Tail filed right off, and now comes the Whimsicott. Right now looking kind of bad. We do see this sunny day, which means that...
No, the Dragon Tail, no effect.
Oh no, it is a Fairy type, so I don't think he knows if it affects it or not. Wait, why did he switch out? Oh, he didn't want to get Encore, that's why. Because he knew this thing had it. Psychic Fangs doing absolutely nothing. Haha, Ninja's running my tag from the Monotype tournament. And it works well because he gets so many things that work with Photosynthesis. But he's actually faster than the Gouging Fire, but does he have enough oomph to kill it?
Oh, he got the double Protect off.
That is so awesome, but Sun goes away now, so can he live an attack now, is the question. Thunder Wave misses!
Oh, it misses.
That would have been so clutch if he had gotten it right there. Thunder Wave.
Actually tanked it too.
And a double miss! Oh no! Goodbye, Manetric. And yeah, I think that's just the game right now. Because it is one Dragon type Gouging Fire versus the Water Gyarados, and Thunder Fangs will be fired. Damn, that was such a close, like, I thought, like, Music could have had it. Like, he had, like, so many opportunities to just shut down all of Nino's Pokemon, especially that Toxapex putting up so much work. I think if he had kept the Toxapex alive, he would have done a lot more, because, you know, that regenerator ability, unless he's running the Merciless, which we don't see very often in any of the, you know, because more health.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was proccing crits too, I think, right? So I probably wasn't running Merciless.
Yeah, if any, and also, like, earlier when the game first started, we're like, why is he, like, running, you know, why is he not running the Venoshock over over Hex? It's like, Nino's running Fairy types, so that poison attack that doubles in power plus your stab? Yeah, that's going to hurt Nino so hard. And then, like, just looking at Nino's typings, you should predict he's going to bring that Sun, right? So it's like, you should counter with the Rain.
Or at least have, or definitely at least prepare for it or something.
Yeah, because I think, like, if he had the Rain, Manectric can just fire off Thunders, you know? I also think that maybe Music was running the double Mega form, so he could see which one he needs to do more. Maybe, yeah, like, because, like, obviously, like, Ampharos is a good Pokemon, but let's be real, against how Pokemon have had that whole power creep section, it doesn't, well, you know, it won't be able to survive very long. But, I mean, if it was the Mega variant, then it can take hits and it can dish it back out. So that's what I think Music was doing. He was trying to go for that double Mega play. But this was a great battle. It's a 3-0 for Nino. How do you feel about this battle, Glenn?
It definitely felt a lot more slower paced than I was expecting it to turn out to be. I mean, granted, there was, like, you know, there's like the Toxapex on the other side for Music, but I felt like, yeah, I was also kind of expecting like a baton pass or something coming in from, like, the screen tail. Honestly, yeah, I was kind of hoping, I was kind of expecting that what's going to happen is going to be another one of those shenanigans. Like, maybe he was going to pass it on to the Gouging Fire, but
yeah, and then, like, the weakness policy on the Gouging Fire was so clutch. Like, if Music had nothing to phase out that Gouging Fire, it would have just swept his whole team right then and there without, like, any chance of, you know, remorse. But that's the game. It is 3-0 for Nino. That puts him at, what was the standings again? Let me open that up. That puts Nino at a 2-0 victory, and poor Music is now at a 0-2. So Nino should be, at the time of recording, somewhere in the top 3. So congratulations to Nino on winning this, and looking at their next opponents in week 3, Nino will have to challenge Nem, AzariiTV. So that is the Fire Fairies versus the Ghost Ice. How do you feel about that matchup?
Fire Fairies versus Ghost Ice. I mean, at least the fire typing on Nino's side is giving him the advantage right now. And but I don't know. Ghost type has access to quite a bit of things too, though. You yourself as being one of the other players that have the Ghost typing, like, he can definitely have a few things that would definitely work against the maybe some fire type moves that Nino might be bringing in for the ice types. But yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I mean, if anything, he could also bring in the Chandelure. Chandelure has the Flash Fire.
That's true.
Plus, I believe it also gets a poison attack in, like, Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb or something like to that extent.
Yeah, some kind of sludge like attack. That's right.
I mean, if he also tears it into, like, Steel or even Poison, then that Chandelure will hurt Nino's day for days. And then looking at Music's next opponent, it's going to be the Music's Electric and Water type Pokemon versus Wilgamesh, the Poison Bug guy. Definitely, we've seen improvements from Will throughout the last tournament that we did, as well as this tournament. He's still not too sure about Megas. I don't think he was playing all too much in the Mega era, but hopefully, like, he learns about his switch-ins and definitely that, like, because that poor Beedrill, as much as it wants to do work, hasn't been doing much. But it could possibly do stuff against Music's Electric types, because that Drill Gun will hurt.
Oh yeah. I kind of actually want to see a Toxapex versus Toxapex battle too.
Oh my god, no. That would never end. But I think another Pokemon that could work for Will would be the Mega Heracross, because it does get Bullet Seed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun one. I don't usually see, like... Well, I never really saw a lot of Mega Heracross during that time, but that would definitely be something to see.
That would definitely be something to see. But in order to see that, you'll have to wait for the next week's battles. Until then, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe on mine and Glenn's channel. Check out the links down below for everyone else's links, if they ever give me their freaking links. And we'll see you next time, gamers. Bye!
Bye-bye!